Welcome to another video from Viewx looking at Chinese dramaland in the past week. Let's get right into it. Last week, I said there should be a drama going live on the 11th on iQIYI, which will be the Sun Li Luo Jing drama, and that one didn't happen, which happens in Chinese dramaland. It seems it's been postponed. As that didn't air, therefore we had one drama that pretty much got airdropped on the 13th on iQIYI. The 38 episodes contemporary fire investigation drama 燃罪 Unnatural Fire, led by Zhang Yunlong, Dai Xu, and Cai Wenjing. In this drama, Zhang Yunlong plays a person who's specialized in fire investigation. Dai Xu plays a detective in the police department. Cai Wenjing plays the coroner. And I've already watched 8 episodes of this drama because it aired 8 episodes up to this point, and so far I'm okay with it. It is a acceptable crime investigation drama, and personally, because I really do like the couple of lead actors in this drama, I'll keep watching. As long as it can keep its current quality, I would be okay with it. There is a drama that has just been scheduled and announced. It will go live on the 18th on both CCTV 8 and iQIYI. This is a 24 episode anti-theft drama called HuangQue, and it's led by Guo Jingfei and Qin Lan, where a lot of genius thieves and very clever policemen are cat-mousing throughout the whole thing. When it airs, I will try my best to check it out, and I do hope it turns out to be an entertaining and satisfying drama. Then there are actually quite a lot of dramas that are all unscheduled, unconfirmed, but are all likely to come out before the end of this month. So far, there's only one drama that kind of gets confirmed at this point, which will happen at the end of this month, and that is the 36 episodes period idol fantasy drama 念无双 A Moment But Forever, led by Liu Xueyi and Tang Yan, which if you followed my channel long enough since mid-2023, you would have already walked onto the set virtually with me when I visited Hengdian back in the summer of 2023. Anyway, it is that fantasy idol drama led by these two people, what I call closing the door for the 85 Flowers actresses to still be working in idol fantasy dramaland drama. Basically, the generation of actresses, including Liu Yifei, Yang Mi, Liu Shishi, Tang Yan, Zhao Liying, who usually gets lumped together and discussed together as the same generation actresses who have walked down very similar paths in their career. And this is at the point where probably this is one of the last dramas in this genre led by this group of actresses you're gonna see in Chinese dramaland, because it literally really does not make sense for them to keep doing this genre anymore. Let's see this one led by Tang Yan, whether it's gonna be neutral, not harmful to her current career path, or knock her back a couple of steps ever since her pretty well received portrayal of the character in Shanghai Blossom. Then let's move on to dramas that are at different stages of production. First, there is a drama that has just gotten its license. It's called 定风波. When it started shooting, I think I mentioned it once, Calming Waves. It is a period drama from iQIYI. 36 episodes led by Wang Xingyue, Xiang Hanzhi, and this would be among what we call the Russian roulette of idol period drama, particularly happening in iQIYI, where they just randomly pair up this group of actresses and this group of actors, mix and match. Then we also have a drama that has just wrapped and it's been shooting for a while, and this is the drama 长安24季. English title right now is The Vendetta of An. So revenge story, period drama type of situation, and it's led by Cheng Yi. And it's very realistic to think at least end of this year, maybe next year would be the time that this drama can get released. We also have another 36 episodes contemporary drama that has wrapped this week. It is from iQIYI. It is called 你好1983. Literally means hello 1983, although its official English title right now is Dream of Golden Years, and it's led by Zhou Ye and Zhai Xiaowen. It is a story about a contemporary girl working in 2024 who somehow time traveled back to 1983. If you actually happen to be a 2020s person who time travels back to the 1980s of China, the drama captures that very correctly, which is the first and foremost thing you're gonna go do is earn money, because that was the beginning of the huge economic shift. And if you manage to get in the game early, you're gonna get uber rich. At least in the trailer, it looks really cute that the girl goes back in 1980s and she realized golden opportunity to get rich. 周也 does look good in the 1980s style, the big hair, the fashionable huge earrings era. Then we have multiple dramas that have started shooting this week. First, we have a drama that's called 风雨潮, English title Silent Tide, from iQIYI that has started shooting. This is, as the drama itself categorizes itself, a legendary anti-invasion Japanese invasion. So that sets the time in the 1930s, 40s, set in Macau story. And the leads would be Ren Jialun and Lan Yingying. Honestly, I would say, let's see if Lan Yingying's acting can save Ren Jialun. Then we have another drama that has started shooting from Tencent called Mi Qiang. English title is Wonder Wall. It is a story about a couple who mistakenly or accidentally got hold of a probably cheaply sold off villa. And then they discovered there's a huge amount of money that's hidden in this building, and then weird and exciting and horrible things start to happen. So that sounds like a very classic thriller story material. And what makes it even more exciting is the leading actors are Guo Jingfei and Ren Suxi. Okay, with these two actors, guaranteed high quality performances. As long as the script is moderately good. And with a reasonable director, it can guarantee a very interesting story at least, although I'm not sure exactly the episode count at this point. Based on the synopsis, it's gonna be a short story. Then we have another drama that has started shooting that sounds like a lot more normal and probably honestly boring drama from Mango, done by the company Huanyu, which is owned by Yu Zheng. And if you've watched enough Yu Zheng period dramas, you know what you're in for. This drama is called Ming Cha Gu. Does not roll off the tongue easily. This is a period drama set in, based on what I can tell from its costume, Ming Dynasty, but it's a fictional story about a guy who is number one of the civil official exam, so 状元, who goes to a city to become its magistrate and breaking cases, and then ran into some kind of setup, got saved by a woman who is the daughter of the biggest tea businessman of that region, and somehow he ended up becoming her servant. Obviously, you're going to get romantic story, you're going to get the story of him figuring out who set him up and eventually right the wrongs, and then they get together and happily ever after. Just by looking at the setup, you already know how the story is going to go. And I guess the last thing that may get people intrigued and interested in the drama would be the casting. The male lead is Hou Minghao, and the female lead is Na Zha. So this is eye candy period drama from Yu Zheng that's definitely gonna get a lot of outside of the drama just because the producer is this drama queen guy. And then this type of story, which is nothing new, and then these two. Like, they can act on their own, and then when they are together, it can be worse than that. Sorry for being so cynical, but honestly, neither the producer guy nor the two actors have ever proven to me that their stuff is really worth watching. So let's see how it's gonna turn out. Then to wrap up all the specific news on dramas, there are two projects attached to the actress Meng Ziyi that are likely to happen later this year. One is actually more likely than the other. The other one is like right now not 100% confirmed. So this one is supposedly rumored to start shooting in April. It's a period drama where she's gonna lead it with He Yu, and it's called Dongfeng Xing, but it's not 100% confirmed. It may change. But then there's another project that's almost 95% confirmed. It's gonna start shooting in summer, August, so quite far down the line, things can still change. It's looking like most likely it's already signed and decided, and it's the second collaboration between her and the Yunrui since the success of Blossom at the end of last year. The August drama would be called 上公主. And the English title right now is Tiger Sniff Rose, which actually is the original title of Tiger and Rose, Chen Qianqian, many years ago with Ding Yuxi and Zhao Lusi. And this is a story about a princess who falls in love for a young, prospecting scholar. Meant for each other, destined lover, long time span, eventually coming together, period drama story. And it's gonna be her and Li Yunrui. So, you know, for people who want to see them again together, it'll be nice, but there are a lot of warning signs about this drama at this stage that making me not feeling very optimistic. The scriptwriter right now is the same scriptwriter who wrote 西花纸, which is not too bad, but to my liking, it's still lacking. And then 长月烬明, till the end of the moon. just hear the alarm going on in my head, exploding. Very, very problematic script, okay, of that drama. Now, given that drama does get tempered with by a lot of hands that are not actually scriptwriters themselves, so who knows? But it's not a good sign. And then if you look at who is the director, that kind of gets me more worried because the director is the same director who did Lost You Forever. I have to say 80% of the success of Blossom comes from the combination of a good enough scriptwriter and a very good director. You take these two elements out, you get this makeup of the main creatives, and then you get these two actors back. If the drama does not work, then it would prove what made Blossom work is the director and the scriptwriter, and you can actually pick any actresses and actors who are kind of looking nice together, okay enough, and it will make it work as well. This is almost like a controlled experiment if it does get made. And then we do see both dramas, and they did turn out to be the way I predicted, which I hope it does not. But if it does, I wouldn't be surprised. How many times have I said that? These are the specific drama-related news I've found this week in Chinese dramaland. Before I go, I just want to quickly mention I don't live under a rock, so I do notice what has happened in entertainment business, not in China, but in a way it's also quite highly discussed in China, which is what's going on in Korea regarding the actor Kim Soo-Hyun, Chinese pronunciation, Kim Soo-Hyun. You know, that guy. That guy who was in Moon Embraces the Sun, who was in My Love from the Start, who was in all the other dramas, including last year's Queen of Tears. And I've made videos talking about his dramas before. And one of my favorite actor in terms of doing his professional job from South Korea. And I will always stand by that I think he's a very, very good actor. But with what's going on right now and what has been exposed, what can I say? Hey, another epic house collapsing. But good thing is, I wasn't standing under the roof when it collapsed because I don't fan people. On my Chinese social media, I call myself cyberspace nun. You know, people are not the roles they play on screen. Often they're very far away from that. And often it's better you don't find out ever. Otherwise, it just makes you trust humanity that bit less. So this is one of those situations where it's a pity to see that this is actually reality, but also in a way I'm not surprised. Last week we've just talked about somebody who's charged with like attempted murder, and now you're looking at, I don't know whether he can get charged with, because technically speaking, right, like how can you prove these things when the other party is already gone? I don't think criminally there's possibly anything that may go down on him, but honestly, he's no longer ever going to be viewed the same way as he previously was. And different places in the world kind of is looking at this thing slightly differently. If you look at social media and people's reply, but if you look at what Chinese domestically public who know about this actor, because he was really popular for a while in China, around the time when Love from the Start aired, which was 2013, 14, 15, those couple of years, he got a lot of spokesmanship and a lot of advertising money from China, huge amount. So he was big, and he's still kind of big in China. And so a lot of people in China know about him, or if they aren't so familiar with South Korean entertainment, at least they've heard about My Love from the Start. It's how big that drama was. Anyway, so if you look at Chinese public point of view, like hardly anybody is trying to defend him in this case. Everyone is like, oh God, this guy deserves to go to jail. Comforting to know. At least like that means most of the Chinese public people are normal people, having normal level of understanding of human decency. As for if there are still people who really want to defend him to the end of the earth, like I'm not surprised, because even till today, when Chris Wu is already in prison for a couple of years now, there are still his fans out there trying to clean his name, charged with rape, and still they don't believe it. I mean, whatever. So this world is weird, and there will always be people who, but I do hope the majority of my audiences are normal people where you see this and you're like, this is not acceptable, it's disgusting. And I guess like the good reason for him to never be in any other dramas or films anymore, or if he still managed to, I will not be watching them. And now I can't rewatch Moon Embraces the Sun anymore because it's gonna weird me out, particularly when they have those, because I remember in the drama there are a couple of scenes where the grown-up male lead is still thinking of the young version of the female lead as a kid. because in his memory, she's dead from then on. So it's always the younger actress playing that role, not the older actress. So there are sequences like that. And it's going to weird me out now if I look at that. And then if you think about during that drama's making, there were actually interviews where he publicly, literally said to the young actress in her face, can't wait for you to grow up so that we can play a couple. Now, if you look back on that, it's like, oh my God. So, another lesson learned, right? Every week, we just learn a lesson from entertainment business, which is leave your fantasy about any stars at the door of their work. I think you should take basically the position of like guilty until proven innocent when it comes to judging the of people in entertainment business in general, and that will make you a lot safer than say the other way around. Come to think of that, it's exactly a year from Queen of Tears, because I remember Queen of Tears was March, right? Around early March when it exploded last year. Reality is so filled with irony. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.